The idea behind this project came when we saw there was a possibility that we were going to be replaced with tape recordings. What we needed to communicate to the company is that the tour guides are this company. We are the heart of their profitability. The better the tour guide core, and the fact that the tour guide core be live people, is how this company is going to remain profitable and is also going to expand.
We cannot be replaced by a machine. Look at just what happened with us today. We leave on a downtown run, and 25,000 people have occupied Times Square. Now, if you have a computer recording there, the computer will be telling you about the dropping of the ball on New Year's Eve. The computer will tell you the former name of Times Square. The computer cannot react to the fact that there are 25,000 people protesting economic injustice to the side of your bus.
Replacing me with a tape recorder, in my opinion, my audience is going to be bored by it, because the value that we as tour guides offer is that we give a level of animation, we give a level of excitement, a level of personal point of view.
I think that's what people desire, to have a human contact with a person instead of machine.
If you do that, about 1,000 people are going to lose their jobs in your city. That's not good. You see the economy is going down.
Replacing the tour guides with tape recordings would be a tragedy. I think that, you know, this is one of the great New York City jobs, being a tour guide. Not just as a tour guide, but when people come, they want these personalities and they want that interaction. You know, it gives people a lot of comfort and a lot of solace. It helps direct them.
People have questions about the city, and you can't answer questions on a pre-recorded track.
I don't think replacing the tour guides with machines is really a good idea, because it's very impersonal. A machine can't really help somebody or really provide the customer service needs that a physical person can.
Everyone that's heard the computerized tour has said it's the most boring thing they've ever heard.
Replacing tour guides with a pre-recorded audio track is very scary. It's a ridiculous idea. There's already a bus that goes along with that right now. The people on it look like they're not picking up anything on the city.
Every one of us has the basic facts, but it's the delivery that really gives you the excitement of the tour and lends life to the tour. And that's a wonderful thing, I know, for those people who are riding the buses with me and with other tour guides. And I can see it. I've been on the buses of my fellow tour guides, and I can see how people respond to either the charm of the guides, the way in which the information is delivered, the humor of the guides, and of course every tour guide delivers it in different ways.
Our buses are going out loaded upstairs and downstairs. There's one company in the city that only has 4 buses. They go by, they're yellow buses. There's never more than 5 people on the bus because they have a computerized tour. They don't have a live tour guide. They're actually charging less per ticket for their tour, and yet no one rides their bus because there's no live tour guide.
Unemployment is going up and up and up. So how can you think to replace the tour guide with machines or about tapes? That's a bad idea.
We all know that tourists are standing up on the buses constantly, and you must have a vigilant human being, someone who cares about not only themselves but about the tourists and about the company, to ask people to sit down constantly.
As you can see from these traffic lights, they're very low and you don't want to hit them. Take it from me. You guys know what happens when you hit one of these traffic lights? You get lightheaded.
Each tour guide is a character in New York, and I'm surrounded by them all the time. All the tour guides that work for GrayLine, they're all characters, they're New York characters, and that's part of the experience. You would definitely lose out on a big part of the New York experience if you had a pre-recorded audio track.
We give the city its color when they're visiting. A computer cannot do that.
Personality of a tour guide is extremely important. I just heard that, well, machines perhaps could be cheaper, well, perhaps, but it will never be the same tour as with live tour guide.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Timothy. Fontanez is downstairs. If you need advice or directions on New York City, on style, on how to appear as a debonair individual despite interior feelings of despair, let us know.